perfect doen. Kijk, doe maar. Ik film wel. Hij gaat het perfect doen. Huh?
Hello, I'm Yosa. I'd like to present to you the AutoSocial network. AutoSocial is a new and exciting network focusing on car enthusiasts. We don't mind if you don't have a car or don't even have a driver's license. As long as you love cars, you're welcome on AutoSocial. We want to give people the opportunity to make a profile page for their vehicle, whether they can upload not only upload pictures, but also keep track of everything they change about their car. This can be interesting to share with your friends, but also look very useful for if the sad day comes that you have to sell your car. This can be the potential buyer can just look at the AutoSocial profile where they have a good overview of the car, what has been done to it, and how the owner treated it. Our main target audience right now is young people from age 17 to 35, who probably still drive their first car. These people are interested in and familiar with social media, love their car, and usually spend a lot of money on it. We don't want to focus on people with cars alone, though. We also want to help people pick out their first car. They can take a look at some random experiences and examples of that car to see what other owners did with it and how they are enjoying their car. But we also want to create a page for every single model of a certain type of car, so that anybody could look up good and particularly bad points about their car, so that when they take a look at that car, they know what to look at. This will help people buy the right car, which is extra important for young people who usually don't have a lot of money to spend and don't want to waste it on a car that will break down in a few months. AutoSocial wants to make buying a car a more pleasant experience, and people will want to stay to make a profile for their newly acquired car. They can keep track of their history, share it with friends, and consult our user-created database to keep their car maintained properly. This is where our social aspect comes in. Of course, you can add your already existing friends, but what we really want to focus on is meeting some new people. AutoSocial will suggest friends to you based on their location, age, hobbies, and of course, the car they drive. Another great way to meet new people is through car events. Everybody should be able to quickly create events and automatically invite people with the cars that they choose. This way, AutoSocial makes sure you won't be the only one there. If you're not into cars, you're probably wondering, how can this be profitable? Well, of course, we all know advertisements, but we don't want to add bulky, ugly advertisements that you see on other websites. We want to make slick, nice, and integrated social plugins that look more like suggestions for things you might use in the future instead of ugly ads that force you to buy things. We also have options for companies or other clients to create sponsored community posts and big events to help them get the exposure that they need to be successful later on. Snapshots from our database are also a valid option, where we can sell a database and snapshots from them so that people, and for instance car dealers, know what kind of car drives where, so that they can alter their marketing strategy to become more effective later on. We are also going to make a big sales platform on which you can sell your car, or otherwise parts of it. Where people can say, sorry, in some cases for a small fee, of course. And we are going to rule out all the competition from both a price perspective and convenience perspective. The cost of this project actually stay very minimal, because we just have to find a back-end programmer to deliver the code behind our design. We can just make do with basic needs like hosting and making the site safe and stable. Promotion and marketing budget would be a great plus, but we are mostly focused on social media and viral marketing. Now, I would like to say that Startup Weekend helped us in many ways to push this project forward. First of all, having a good workspace was a great start. All the great coaching and presentations were the biggest help of all. They really pushed us to look over our concept from a completely different angle and take a proper look at our demographic. We were very impressed with the great vibe on Startup Weekend, and we sensed no negativity towards our plan at all. Honestly, that was actually what we were expecting. Here, we'd like to show you an exclusive Startup Weekend sneak peek at our finely crafted user interface. It doesn't look that great on this primitive beamer, but here it is. If you have any suggestions, go to AutoSocial.me, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and use the nice smiling feedback button on the website to tell us what you would like to see on the website. The whole AutoSocial team wants to thank everybody that's listening, and everybody that's watching the live stream, especially a few of my Canadian friends. So we need to improve and present our whole idea. I'd like to present to you Julian Haas, IT, Leonard Romein, front-end developer, Alfred, brainstormer and CEO, Josal, I'm the loud guy.